Hi, I'm Max Lewis. I'll be your Teeter Fitform trainer today. We're going to be going through a healthy joint routine for your hips and your knees. We will be doing some higher repetitions, so remember to keep the resistance very light. We're going to be focusing on posture. We're also going to be focusing on strengthening some muscles that could be weaker and stretching some muscles that could be tighter. This routine is going to help your hips and your knees move better and feel better. Let's get after it. All right, we're going to do a Teeter Fitform squat. You're going to place your feet right around shoulder width apart. Go ahead and let your toes angle out just a little bit. Go ahead and grab onto the handles. You're going to sit back into that squat to a comfortable level. From here, you're going to push the platform away, pushing through your heels, engaging the gluteal muscles. At the top, both gluteal muscles should be fully contracted. The goal of this exercise is to keep a lot of pressure off those knees. So drive on up, squeeze the glutes. Remember, just go to a comfortable range of motion. Very good. So if that exercise is easy for you, what we're going to do is we're going to grab the handles. Now you're going to go into a squat with resistance. So you're going to push your hips back, making sure you keep a lot of pressure off those knees by keeping these knees back so they're not over the toes. Drive through your heels, engaging those gluteal muscles. Very good. Keep going. I'm going to go back to our first original exercise. About 20 more seconds here. Remember to keep those abdominal muscles engaged to protect your spine. Let those hips open up and strengthen those glutes. All right, there's set one. Now you're going to go and hold on to the handle. Go and grab your ankle. And what you're going to do here is you're going to do a quad stretch. You're going to contract your left gluteal muscle and stretch that quad. You're just going to hold. Now this muscle tends to get super tight as we sit a lot. So it needs to be stretched out. Let's go ahead and switch sides. Remember, contract your gluteal muscle. It'll help you give a greater stretch on this front quad muscle. Very good. Now we're going to go back into our second set of squats. I'm going to go ahead and use the handles here. Sit on back. Go to a little more greater range of motion now that my hips are a little bit warmed up. It's sure nice having these handles to hold on to. They really take a lot of stress off my knees. Okay, got 30 more seconds. Stay with me. Keep going. Remember, push through those heels. Squeeze the glutes. Like right now, I should drive through my heels. At the top, these gluteal muscles should be fully engaged. All right, we're going round two of our stretches. Go ahead and stretch that quad. The key to this exercise is contracting the left glute muscle. It'll give you a greater stretch. This is a great exercise when you're around the house and you're picking up stuff. You try to drive your hips backwards so your knees aren't taking all that pressure. Let's go ahead and switch sides. I tend to do this stretch right here 3 to 4 times a day. I drive a little bit, I sit, I'm at the computer, and these front muscles get super, super tight, which kind of wreaks havoc on my hips and my knees. Very good. All right, we're going to our third set. I'm gonna get a little bit more range of motion here now my hips are warmed up. My knees are feeling good. So I'm gonna grab the handles. I'm gonna sit really down into it. Let my feet spread apart a little bit. Drive through those heels, squeezing the glutes at the top. You'll notice that I'm going super slow. That way I can keep my form to the best of my ability. In order to squat properly, it takes a decent amount of time. So don't expect it to go down this low on your first try with this routine. Remember to also breathe. So you want to breathe through your nose. Exhale out. Breathe through your nose. Exhale out. Okay, got 2 more reps. Okay, got 1 more. Very good. All right, our last stretch. We should start getting a little more range of motion on these hips now that they've been warmed up. We're stretching them. So contract that left glute. Let that left front hip open up. You should feel the stretch run all the way along from that front hip bone all the way down to that knee. Great. Let's go ahead and switch sides. Contract that right gluteal muscle. You'll feel a greater stretch. We also want to watch our breathing when we're stretching. You're going to breathe in through your nose. Exhale out. So when you breathe in, when you exhale out, you should start feeling a little bit greater stretch. You can do that by driving your hip a little bit forward, and then you'll really feel that stretch come into play. All right, nice job everyone. Okay, we're gonna do a Teeter Fitform lunge. We're gonna go ahead and grab on both handles. We're gonna put the weight on our right leg. We're gonna gently step back. From here, you're gonna push through your right heel, engage the right glute. And you're gonna stand back up. So you'll lunge back, drive through the heel. Very good. Now, if you can go a little bit further, range of motion, go ahead. This one's easy for you. Go ahead and grab the handles, and you can do the full lunge with resistance. Very good. Go ahead and keep going. So the whole purpose of this exercise is to strengthen your gluteal muscles, which get weak from sitting. This will also help you take pressure off those knees. Let's go ahead and switch sides. With your left leg. So right leg goes back, push into that heel and engage this left glute. As you're doing this exercise, this glute should start burning, meaning it's being really active. Okay? By holding onto the handles, we're going to go ahead and take pressure off those knees. So this exercise is going to help keep our hips mobile. It's also going to strengthen. It'll also strengthen your knees too. Very good. Keep going. Drive the leg back. Drive through this left heel. And really engage this glute. Whew, I can really feel it. All right. Very good. Now we're going to go into a calf stretch. So you're going to place your foot back like this. Keep this leg almost perfectly straight. Hips straight up and down. Lean your body forward until you feel a big stretch in the calf. So a lot of times our calves get really tight, and that also kind of affects our knees. This is a great stretch. I try to find a step at the house also. I try to do this stretch multiple times a day. Very good, going to switch sides. So right leg back, keep that right leg straight. Go ahead and lean in until you feel the back of that calf stretch out. Now if you walk a lot, you should also do the stretch too. Okay, got 10 more seconds. All right, very good. We're gonna go ahead into set number 2 of the lunges. So remember, grab both handles, drive your right leg back, push through this heel, really engage that glute. Now remember, we're trying to work these postural muscles and keep them really strong. Those throughout the day, we can keep our body super strong. Keep that good posture. The more we sit, the more it activates this glute. So it's really good that we strengthen these things all the time. Keep it going, we're almost there. 2 more repetitions. Very good. Switch sides. So you drive your left leg back, push through this right heel, engage the glute. You also want to be very careful of this knee not going inward. So it's real important that you contract that right gluteal muscle as hard as you can. You can also hold on to these handles a little firmer, let your knee kind of track in line with those toes. Not over the toes, but in line. 20 seconds. Very good. Now that right glute should be on fire. Remember, if you need to take a break, go ahead. Come right back to it. Let's do 1 more rep. Stay with me. Very good. Okay, go into that calf stretch. So left leg back, keep it semi-straight. Drive your hips forward till you feel a calf stretch, and just hold this position. All right, this is a good time to work on our breathing. Remember, we want to breathe in through that nose. We want to exhale out. Each time you do that, you want to kind of get a greater amount of that stretch. It's surprising how tight these calves can get. Very good. Go ahead and switch sides. Keep that right leg straight. Drive your hips forward. Feel that stretch in the back of that calf. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Last one. Very good job. All right, we're gonna do the Teeter Fitform hamstring curl. Go ahead and make sure your ankle cuffs are on. Go ahead and attach the one that's straight in front of you. All right, we are gonna hold on to the handles. Have your body into a forward lean. So you're gonna be in a plank position. You're going to contract your glutes and your core. From here, you're going to curl up with your left leg. And where you're gonna feel is gonna be that hamstring muscle. The reason why we want to strengthen this muscle is it tends to get very, very weak, especially if it's tight. So today, we will be stretching our hamstrings, and we will also be strengthening them at the same time. Got 20 more seconds here. You need to take a break, go ahead, but come right back to it. Very good. We're gonna go ahead and switch sides. So lean in, contract the core, contract your left glute here to stabilize your body. Go ahead and curl up with your right leg. As you'll notice, this one works very well. You'll notice your hamstring muscle will start tending to burn a little bit. It means we're strengthening it. Okay, we got 30 seconds left on this right leg. Now for this exercise, we're doing high repetitions. So let's keep that resistance very light. 15 seconds to go. Stay with me. Keep that core contracted to protect that spine. And last long. All right, let's go ahead and stretch that out. You're gonna put your left leg forward, pull your toes back, keep your legs straight. You're gonna bend your right knee so you can sit down. You will feel that stretch all the way up, even into that lower back. Go ahead and hold that stretch. Now, we want to focus in on our breathing. So breathe in through that nose. And then exhale out. Very good. Got 10 more seconds here. All right, we're gonna switch to our right leg. Bring your toes back towards you. Keep this right leg straight. Bend your left knee and sit your hips on back while holding on to these handles. And once again, you should feel that stretch go all the way from the back of that knee up to the hips, and a little bit in that lower back. I like to do this stretch 3 to 4 times a day. My hamstrings tend to get tight. This is one of my favorite exercises to strengthen them and stretch them. Okay, 10 more seconds here. All right, very good. All right, we're gonna strengthen these hamstrings. We're gonna go set number 2. So I'm gonna lean in. Keep your right glute contracted, your core contracted. Curl on up with that left leg. You'll notice that your hamstring muscle is kind of just like your bicep. So it's a curl. So the more you try to engage that hamstring back there, the more you'll feel it. Keep it going. Keep that core tight to protect the spine. Keep that right glute engaged. Stabilize that right side of your body. All right, a couple more reps here. Woo, very good. All right, let's go ahead and switch sides. So lean in, keep your core tight, contract that left glute, stabilize your body. Go ahead and curl up with that right leg. Remember to breathe. Breathe in through your nose, exhale through that mouth. Remember, you can take a little bit of break if you need to. Come right back at it. We're doing lots and lots of reps here. Help those knees and your hips get stronger. Okay, we're almost there. 2 more reps. Woo! Very good. All right, let's go ahead and stretch out this left hamstring. Keep that leg straight, bring the toe back, and bend the right knee. Hold on to the handles and really sit into this. And when I bring this toe back, I can feel it all the way up. It's such a good stretch. All right, 10 more seconds here. Let's breathe. All right, now let's go ahead and stretch out that right leg. Bring the toe back, keep the leg straight, bend the left knee, grab those handles and really sit back into this. After doing this exercise, I've really noticed my hips feel a lot better and my knees. This hamstring is a real important muscle for hip function and knee function. All right, we got 10 more seconds. All right, nice job. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do the Teeter Fitform hip extension exercise. You're gonna go ahead and grab both handles. You're gonna take your left leg, keeping it straight, go forward a little bit, and you're gonna bring it back. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna isolate our gluteal muscles. The biggest thing about this exercise is you do not want to extend into your low back. You want to keep your spine nice and straight. Now this bottom leg is also stabilizing. You want to keep your core tight. And the main focus is really contracting that glute. Not here, but when you go back, 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 it should contract. Alright, we're doing some higher repetitions here. So we really want that weight light. We're going to work on your form. 20 more seconds. You might feel it start stretching down into this lower leg also. That's okay. All right, we're going to go ahead and switch sides. So keep your right leg straight, go forward a little bit, extend backwards, keeping that leg straight, and isolate that gluteal muscle. Very good. Try to stay with me here. You can always take a little break, but then get right back into it. Sometimes I like to put my hand back in my lower back to make sure that it's not arching. Okay, we've got about 20 more seconds here. Remember, your glute shouldn't be contracting here, it should contract when you extend backwards. Couple more. Very good. Okay, we're gonna go right into the second set. So no rest, go right into that left leg. Very good. Try to make sure that your toes keep pointing forward. We don't want to rotate it out. We want to go literally straight back. I'm going to go ahead and put my right hand in my lower back, making sure I don't arch. I'm really going to focus on making that glute contract. Okay, got a couple more reps here. Go right into that next leg. Woo! Feeling it. Okay, lean forward, foot goes forward a little bit. Extend back that leg. Right from the get-go, I'm going to put my hand in my lower back. Make sure I've got good form. Very good. You're about halfway there. Keep it going. Keep it going. Stay with me. This is awesome for your hips. It's also very good for your lower back when you get these glutes strong. Okay, just a couple more reps here. Very good. We're going to go right into that third set. We're really going to burn out this left glute. Left glute. The glutes are really, really important for your lower back. Helps stabilize all of your hips. It also helps your knees a ton. Keep up with me. Okay, lower back started breaking a little bit, so I'm gonna put my hand in my lower back. Make sure my lower back's nice and flat. And I'm not moving through my lower back. Just want to be moving through that hip joint. Very good. Go and switch legs. Last set here. Okay, stay with me. Have to take a break, it's okay. Right back at it. This is one of my favorite exercises for your hips. Halfway there. Okay, 10 more seconds. And last one. Good job.